Hey friends, Lori Hart here, the Keto Lady coming to you live. Today we're going to talk about Module 4. What are some good things to use in place of pasta? Okay, so pasta is a staple. It's probably been something that you've had your entire life, whether you're having a dinner with the family or you're making a quick snack, right? Macaroni and cheese or, pizza. I mean, Tuesdays is Prince Spaghetti Day. You remember that back in the day. Well, pasta has about 40 to 45 carbs per cup, okay? And so that is a lot of carbohydrates per cup because most people are going to eat more than a cup of pasta. The standard American diet, I would say the average man would probably eat 3 to 4 cups of pasta. That's over 200, almost 200 grams of carbohydrate that is going to really spike up that blood sugar and give you a crash, right? So I have found that being keto has been amazing because there's so many things that I can replace for pasta. Now, I'll give you a couple of quick tips. Often I'll go out for dinner and say I would like to have chicken masala or I would like to have shrimp scampi. That's typically served over a bed of noodles. Well, I always ask it for if they could serve it for me over a bed of vegetables, right? I like to just have broccoli or spinach in place of my pasta. That's something really simple. As we get into module 4 here today, though, we're going to get into some other pastas that are like eating pasta, that are going to make you feel like eating pasta. And I have tons of recipes to support this in my blog. So, module 4, here we go. We're going to talk about pasta replacements, okay? So, one of my favorite ones is, I'm going to be honest, is this good old spaghetti squash. This is number one. I love spaghetti squash. You put it into the oven. I cut it and I poke some holes. I put it face down on a baking dish in the oven at 400 degrees till it's cooked, till it's done. The other thing that I love is that I can now use this as spaghetti, as noodles, as a bed for something, or I can cut this in half again as after I cook it and stuff it back with something else. I have some delicious recipes for things like steak and cheese stuffed spaghetti squash, Keto Lady famous meat sauce stuffed spaghetti squash. These make a really good home to house things and rebake in the oven with cheese and all the fun things on top. So spaghetti squash, definitely one of my favorite pasta replacements. I'm giving this a 2 thumbs up, okay? The next one, you guys, is zucchini. Zucchini noodles. They're wonderful. What I will tell you, the one thing that I used to get a little bit turned off by is there's a lot of water when it comes to zucchini. Zucchini is mostly made of water. So when I zoodle these, or I buy them zoodled at the store, I layer them down on paper towels and I let them dry with a little bit of sea salt on top. I let them soak up all the water into the paper towel. If you just let them sit for a little while separated, it will be perfect, right? And then I just dab on a little bit of the paper towel to get off the moisture. Once you salt them, they'll start to like sweat, right? Sweat. You've seen that before. I think eggplant does the same thing if you're familiar with eggplant. Okay, so that is what we do with our zucchini. So I give this a 1.5 thumbs up. I do love it. I do always have to drain my food before I put it away in the refrigerator. So this is also, if you want to make this and keep it aside, instead of mixing it all in, you can always add your base like shrimp scampi on top of this. You don't have to cook it right in with your food. But zucchini makes a really great base. As I said, so does cauliflower and broccoli and spinach and any type of vegetable, right? This one's just fun because it spirals up like spaghetti. So that's number 2. Number 3, we're going to get into some of the untraditional kinds, but I'm going to show you this here. This is called Hearts of Palm. So this is also known as palmini pasta. This is Hearts of Palm. I bought this at my local Whole Food store. Now you can get most of these pasta replacements online on Amazon as well. This one here I love a lot because it comes in a bag and it also comes in a can. I love that they have the linguine. They also have lasagna strips. They have many kinds of pasta with the palmini or the Hearts of Palm, right? So this is another vegetable. Let's see. Total carbohydrate in this is 2 servings per container. So there's a good amount of pasta in here, or spaghetti pasta, or hatsapam. So there's 3 grams of carbohydrate per serving. So that's not bad at all. So this makes a really good replacement. I love to rinse it really, really, really well. And when I make my lasagna with these, you guys, I just bake it straight in the oven. So the keto lasagna made with palmini noodles is absolutely delicious. You should give that one a try. I don't do any fancy cooking to it first. I don't boil the palmini noodles. I just use them as they are, but I make sure that I rinse them really well and I drain them really, really well. Okay, so that is hatsapam, Whole Foods, or palmini. They call palmini. You can get them on Amazon as well. Okay, so the next brand we're going to talk about is the Miracle Noodle. The Miracle Noodle. Okay, so this to me is the most like pasta. It looks and feels like pasta, but it's a teeny tiny bit, I don't want to call it rubbery, but you can tell that there's something different to this, okay? Now, the entire the whole 2 servings bag is 1 gram of carbs. Yes, 1 gram of carbs for this whole bag. So you get a lot of bang for your buck. And this is cognac flour. That's how this is made. I like this for things like ramen noodles or faux soup, right? Or you can, again, put your scampis and your sauces over the top of this angel hair pasta. But this is called Miracle Noodle. And you can buy this, again, on Whole Foods. It's keto, non-GMO. It's gluten-free. And so this one does make a fun little replacement for pasta, okay? Now we're going to go on to the next one that I really love. This is one I really like a lot. This is called Egg Life Wraps. These are Egg Life Wraps. Now, I love these a lot because even though they're made to be a wrap, I'm going to show you. They're made to be a wrap. These cut up beautifully into noodles. So if you think about what pasta's made of, right? It's eggs and flour. If you cut these into strips, they can actually become noodles. So thin strips, you can use them in your chicken noodle soup. You can use them in your pasta. These are about $6 for a bag of 6. So they're not super inexpensive by any means, but they make a great pasta replacement if you're looking for something. And to be honest with you, these have 0 carbs per serving, 25 calories, and they've got some protein. They've got 5 grams of protein. Okay, so now the one that I'm going to tell you is most like pasta is going to be this brand here, and we're going to talk about this brand for a minute. This is Kaizen, Kaizen, okay? Now this happens to be the rice, but yesterday I used the fusilli noodles to make a cold pasta salad. Now this is made from the lupin bean, L-U-P-I-N bean. And this is got 4 servings per bag, and it will tell you there's 6 net carbs per serving. So this is going to give you a good amount of rice, and it's going to be what's going to feel most like rice, most like pasta. It's going to look, I should have grabbed the other box so you could see, but it's going to look the most like a grain. It's hard and not like soft like the rest. I think you're going to like this brand. The one thing that I found with this brand is when you boil it, it's going to bubble and froth and foam big time, okay? That's okay. You're going to rinse this really well when you take it off the stove. And you want to get really good with the cook time. You don't want to cook under. You don't want to cook under. And you don't want to cook over because it will become nothing but mush. So you got to find that fine cook time with the Kaizen rice or the pasta. And you can buy this again online. The brand is Kaizen. It's got high protein, it's low carb, it's plant-based, gluten-free, keto-friendly, 6 net carbs made with the lupini bean. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that. I'm giving you options, right, of from 40 to 45 carbs with regular pasta for a cup, or down to 0 carbs with the Egg Life Wraps, or 6 grams of net carbs with the Kaizen pasta. So I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you learn a lot. I hope you got some fun recipes that you're thinking about, some fun ideas in your head that you're going to be able to do with these pastas. And I hope you guys have just a fantastic evening.